To throw is Fields. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Fields. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. To the air again, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And that his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, Love throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Love. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Love, they go play action now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Love. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would...
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Fields. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he loses the football the second time. It's going the other way. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Play action, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Taylor. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it second down and 12. Fields now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw again on second down. Love swinging this out for Pollard.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Love. Going deep for Hopkins. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. from the 5, 2nd and 4. Now Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Egyptians are back within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. To throw again on second down, Fields. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Fields. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded at the 43. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Love now. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, Love. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is incomplete here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Fields. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Aaron Rodgers with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Fields. He finds Taylor, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From the 38, Love. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, Love. Funches with a catch over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Love. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Love with it here, third and short yardage. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds Hopkins complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again, Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Love. Touchdown! That's caught. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Egyptians have retaken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
To try again after the sack. Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing again is Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Saints. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead. So plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First down, going to the air with Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Fields. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Love now to pass on 1st down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Love. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Love from the gun. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 33 yards. And the Egyptians have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. First down, Love to pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love looking to throw it. On This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. Airing it out for Hamilton. And incomplete on the deep ball. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. Powers through him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Love's throw here complete to Kelsey. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Fields on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins got home that time. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out, pick things up, and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Yikes, terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 20 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Love looking to throw. And And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Love. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.